Hey y'all, Maria Com here again. It has been a very long and stressful couple of weeks at work. I am just like feeling super burnt out right now. I don't know if burnt out is the right term, but it's what I'm going to say. I am dying. It is really tough right now. I am struggling hardcore. I even thinking of the simplest stuff is just really tough right now. Um, and by the simplest stuff, I mean, I get home from work and I'm like, I need to have dinner. What do I have? And I just can't think. Fortunately, I have a lot of like simple things where I can just kind of say, okay, since I can't think, just gonna open a can of soup and pour that into a bowl and heat it up and make that. I mean, is that the best dinner? Probably not, but whatever. That's just where I've been lately, and I can't think any further than that, and it sucks. um, because I would really like to try and get better at actually cooking meals again. I was doing okay with that for a while, and I've just been so freaking stressed lately. I just can't think about it anymore. And that sucks. Um, yeah, I don't know. I also, because thinking of even the simplest things is really tough right now, that means I have not been able to think of a good topic of what to talk about right now. Oh, other than hey, I'm really stressed and I don't know what to do and I'm just kind of feeling down. I don't know. It's probably partially current events are crazy and it's hard to deal with all of that. I can't imagine having to be in the thick of it like so many people are. Just hearing about it and seeing it like online and stuff has been tough, so I don't know, but can't imagine having to live through it. And it might happen. You never know. That might happen here. I'm not sure. So, I'm going to say don't think what is going on in Minneapolis, for example, is going to happen here because as unfortunate as it is, while I live in a blue city, I am in a red state. So I don't think what is happening in Minneapolis will happen here. But it could. And it's scary to think about. And stuff. So, I mean, like, that probably isn't helping my mood at all. Uh, the fact that I live alone is probably not helping because I don't have anyone to talk to other than you fine folks on YouTube. It's not fair. I do have people I could talk to about stuff, but I mean, like, a lot of my friends right now are just kind of like, we can't talk about any of this because we just need to step away from it for a while. And I get that, but, it's also hard because we shouldn't just step away from it. We should be talking about it, and you gotta protect your mental health, though. It's a double-edged sword. I get it. It's frustrating, and it sucks, but I get it. So, yeah. So I'm sure that's not helping too much. And I've just had, like, a couple of hits to my morale lately. I had, like, an initial interview for a different position at the university I work at a couple weeks ago now. And I understand that the process takes a long time. Hiring, I don't know if it's like this at every university, because I have not really been involved in the hiring process at any other university other than this one. But I know, like, where I work anyway, it's a long process. There's a lot of hoops you have to jump through as the people doing the hiring. So it just takes a while, and I understand that. Um, so, like, I'm not surprised that I have not heard anything since I had that initial interview. It is just kind of disappointing. Like, the longer it takes, the more I just assume I'm not moving forward. And that's not a good assumption to make, but it is the assumption I am making. And that just. Would I have loved the job? I don't know. Like, that's the thing. I have no clue. And I would not know until I did it. But it that position was more aligned with, like, my degrees and more aligned with what I have experience in than my current position is. Um, it's also more aligned with, like, my interests than my current position. So, I generally thought it would probably be a better fit for me, but, you know, I kind of flubbed that initial interview in a couple of spots, so I would not be shocked if I don't move forward, and it's fine. It's just kind of a bummer. Um, I also, let's see. Okay, so I wasn't gonna complain about this too much or talk about this too much, but it keeps bothering me, so I guess I'm gonna. In a team meeting we had this morning, we were talking about, like, salaries that the districts we help should be paying if they want to be competitive, like, in just the job market generally. And my boss was saying that she had done, like, the math and all of that, and in order to be competitive, their compensation packages, including, like, benefits and all of that, should be somewhere around $56,000 a year. And then she made the comment, that's not even a living wage in the town that we all live in. And I was just like, hold on a second. I make less than that a year, and I am living. Oh, and, like, this should not be something that bothers me, but it bothers me a lot. And I would have to unpack why it bothers me to the extent that it does. um, because it shouldn't be that big of a deal, but I don't know, it struck me as insensitive is not the word I want to use, but I don't know. Like, literally on our team, I am the only one who is single. And, yeah, so I'm the only one who is single with a single income. My boss has multiple incomes because she has her job, her full-time job where she is my boss doing all of that stuff. She also has side gigs and does, like, contracting work and stuff like that. And she has a partner that she lives with. I don't know how, like, they split their expenses and stuff, but point being that she not only does she make significantly more than me, but she has someone else helping her pay for expenses. So, to hear her say, that's not even close to a living wage where we live, and that's more than I make. And I'm paying all of my expenses on my freaking own. It just felt, I don't know, like, why it offended me. Offended is not the right word. It just bothers me, and I don't know how to describe how it bothers me, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, what my problem with it is. It just makes me feel, I guess the way I can say it is it makes me feel like my boss makes so much money that she doesn't actually understand what a living wage is. And it bothers me so much that, oh, this is just a problem with, like, working in America generally, probably working in other places too, but the only experience I have is working in America. I help her seem, I shouldn't say seem, she is very competent in a lot of ways, but I help enhance that competence. What I do in my position helps make her look good, basically. And, just to hear her be like, I am just so frustrated by constantly working for people who don't seem to understand and seem to, like, I know that she values the work I do, but that doesn't mean a whole lot to me because we live in a society that is built on money and I need more money in order to be more comfortable. And she can't make the decision to give me more money. Her boss decides about, like, raises in our department. So it's not even up to my boss. And her boss is constrained by the budget that our state legislature gives the extension portion of our university. So, like, ugh. They can say they appreciate me and crap all they want, but it doesn't reflect in my pay. And that is frustrating. And it is then frustrating to hear my boss, like, not understand and hear my boss say, oh, that's not even close to a living wage when it's more than I make. Oh, that is so frustrating. I don't know. It just makes me feel like it makes me feel undervalued, even though I know that they do value the work I do and they value all of that. It's just, when you can't reflect that in pay, it kind of sucks. Yeah, I don't know. So that's very frustrating, and it's just, it shouldn't bother me so much. I am also very bothered by the fact that it bothers me. And yeah, like, I... Like, something that's also really cool, but also a blow to my morale, is that I went to Nerd Night last night, and one of the presenters is someone I went to college with, and he has done some pretty freaking amazing things since college. And, that's really cool, and I'm very happy for him, and, like, I'm impressed by the stuff he has done. It just makes me feel pathetic, because I have done pretty much nothing since college. I haven't accomplished any big dreams. I haven't, like, gone anywhere cool. I can't afford to go anywhere cool, so I don't know how I would even do it if I could, but, like, whatever. And that was, it's like another one of those things where there are so many people that I know who have done and are doing really cool things. And I am happy for them, but also, why can't any good stuff ever happen to me? Why can't I do something cool? I don't know. It's so impractical for me to try and do any cool things, because I just don't have the money for it. And I don't have a safety net to allow me to take risks. Because I live alone and I have my own bills and crap to worry about, and I can't take risks because of that. So, I don't know. Maybe I should be taking risks more. Maybe I should figure out a way to do that. But I just don't know how. No one has ever taught me how to take risks. That's terrible. I'm just not good at it, and I don't know how to do it, and I can't do it, so. I feel like it's a bad time to try and take risks also, because things are just so uncertain and in flux, and yeah. I am not great at judging what other people are into and what other people would like and what other people think is interesting, so I wouldn't even know where to start to try and take risks that would end up being like useful in the future. So, I don't know. Yeah, there's just been a lot, and it's I also hit my head at work the other day, and I twisted my knee the other morning, so I'm also, like, in a lot of pain, and I'm tired because I'm so stressed, and, I am just gonna, like, try and take this weekend to kind of chill out and try and not stress too much about stuff, hopefully. I am very bad at, like, I don't actually bring my work home with me, like, physically, but mentally I do. And so I'm not good at not stressing about work stuff when I am at home. So we'll see what happens there, but hopefully it'll be generally okay, and hopefully I can rest a little bit this weekend. I will try and do a video recording either on Saturday or Sunday, like an actual video of my actual face. I just knew I couldn't do it tonight because I'm too tired and stressed, so yeah. Anyway, apologies, this is just me complaining about stuff and not having an idea of where to go or what to do or whatever. I'm just being bummed out about life right now. I'm sure it'll get better, but it's hard to see how. Sorry for being such a downer. Ugh, it feels stupid. It is just my life, though. But yeah. This has been my Riacom complaining about life. Being sad about life. Being sad about things. Lacking morale at the moment. And I will try and chat at you again soon. Bye.